Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bruce, aka Haunted Husband, and welcome back to We, the Revolution. If you missed the last couple episodes, it's been steamy. A lot of plot, a lot of things afoot. Some very tragic things happened at the end of Act 1, but now we're in Act 2, starting day 3. So let's get back into it and see if we can revenge our lives. Just me and Tinville today. Let's go in the old notebook. Reputation is not all the way up where it's supposed to be. Medium, high. Just to think, an episode or two ago, these were all super high. They might as well just take this out of the books, because I can't stand by the prison anymore. What do we got? Jeez. Let's start with Remy Jacquemin. Current reports merchant Remy Jacquemin bribed the managers of the river port to obtain goods belonging to his competitors. That way, he was able to sell his own product at a higher price. I don't know about that. Denise Asselin, an elderly woman and former prostitute, runs a brothel in her small apartment. 4 girls from the country were working in turns into rooms. Christian, they complained that Asselin paid them only a few francs per night. If you don't want to hook for her, go hook for somebody else. Marquis Jean-Louis Bufflot, enraged by the loss at a card game at a friend's house, attacked his own servant. He cut off the cook's ear with a cleaver when his brother tried to save him. Excuse me? You're mad about that? He cut his own cook's ear off with a cleaver and then murdered his butler. Like, I get that you're a fat cat and all that, but that's just unacceptable behavior. Dr. Hughes Bolfils was working from summer by the wife of a townswoman. Her husband had fallen ill during supper. The physician took his time before entering the door and refused to see the patient because he was too tired. The woman couldn't find another doctor in time. Her husband died. Olivia Munoz, employee of the employment office, allegedly told her neighbors that her new manager was a physician, because he even tried. Authorities are bidding something around. It's gossip. Who fucking cares? Amon Pitler, soldier in the Shikar, took a break during a patrol to go to an inn by the river. The locals saw him drinking dark, foreign beer. The owner testified that Pitler demanded free drinks, threatening that otherwise the owner shall be in trouble. Look, with only 2 options, either no charges or death. Like, your crimes have to be pretty egregious for me to want to give you death. Like, this, prison. Neglect, prison. This, like, who cares? Who cares? This is the more interesting matter. Willful neglect. If you willfully neglect someone, causing them to die, I will give you the guillotine. Please take me to the map where I'm getting my ass beat. I'm gonna go home. They need to change that picture, by the way. I could take a little heat. So barely everything I'm gonna do is gonna piss off my wife. There's no escaping that. Let's go here. Dinner with friends. Like, everything I do pisses her off. So, say Levy. Just listen to the clock tick. Game's thinking about it. Game's like, he's doing too good. Slow him up a little bit. I hope you're enjoying the more episodic versions of the game. I know my old uploads were about an hour plus. I know it's difficult for a lot of people to sit through an hour video in one sitting, and by the time you actually go back to it, you probably want to watch something else instead of the rest of the video. So, hoping these 25 to 30 minute videos are easy, more digestible for you, the viewer. It's easier for me too. It's easier to be more entertaining in 30-minute spurts than over an hour plus. Caesar, successful. Caesar's printing house. Excellent. He's stuck. Nothing I can do about that. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Let's go in here. Bring house enables actions against them in the Revolutionary Patrol. Oh, I have 3 influence points, huh? Is there anything else I can do with that few points? Let's do some intrigue. Success, easily. Tinville's investigation. Let's hope that the rumors stimulate Tinville's let us hope that the rumors stimulate Tinville's imagination enough to make him officially look into Gobel's case. It is important to cast a shadow of doubt on the Archbishop, to show the deputies who are scared of him that Gobel has a weak point.
Please forgive me for being a little late.
You have only piqued my curiosity, Monsieur le Juge, as I cannot guess what I have done to deserve this invitation.
You must have heard rumors about Archbishop Gobel.
Come now, Alexis. You are poking fun at my intelligence. We both know that you are the author of the denunciation.
How can you be so sure?
I am not a fool. You have eliminated Roland and Pache, and now you are trying to get Gobel. The reason why may elude me, but I do not care.
I still haven't found a good counter for Bullheaded yet. No opinion, carefree, bullheaded. We should have that one more influence point. So, I'm not too sure if it's a one-all-fits-all type of situation. Because I've been trying to document what works with what trait. Like attach works with manipulation, oversensitive, humility, withdrawn, manipulation, you know, that type of thing. But it may not work that way. It may just be case by case. So what are we going to do? Let's go humility. I'm sure carefree and carelessness doesn't go. Let's go manip on that. No opinion. Let's go aggression. So humility was right. I'm bullheaded. And no opinion, aggressive. But carefree, I have no clue. And since I didn't have that extra point, I have no idea how he feels about it. If he's withdrawn, then I could have been like, well, I picked my nip anyway, so. But if he was like oversensitive, humility, if he'd have been. So let's decide what we're going to do with carefree. We're going to go humility on carefree. I don't want to go double humility. I should be triple humility. Do I want to go aggression, humility, aggression, humility? Alright, I'm going to go aggression, humility, careless.
As long as your balance of profits is positive. There are some people, however, who care about justice.
What do I care about anyone's bastard? The country is in flames because of the rebellion in Vendée, and I am supposed to be preoccupied with something like this. An illegitimate child in Paris. Now that truly is a novelty.
I believe in your reason. Listen here. Gobel has possessed the souls of thousands of Parisians who are looking for someone to answer for the rebellion in the Vendée and the South. They need to find someone who is guilty. And you are surely too much of a man of sense to leave the choice to fate.
Your words do make some sense. These days, people are indeed full of negative thoughts.
Show that you have grown to become more than a mere prosecutor. It seems to me that you do not care that this man is about to take control over your career. And to the city, you are just another lawyer like so many others. And I wanted to give you a chance to become someone important.
You didn't like that?
Every Catholic should get the chance to redeem themselves. As an archbishop, Gobel should do this openly to console the hurt Parisian souls. And maybe even save the lives of many innocent people.
I must say that your arguments are quite convincing. I will look into this subject. Maybe it is a good thing that fortune is on your side. After all, you want to go against Gobel.
Hey, I got into intrigued. That's all that matters to me. Not really much I can do here. That was a quick day. I guess we don't have a court case. It's just sign off on it and let it go. God save the Queen. What do you know about the person who introduced himself as Ramil? Everyone deserves to know the truth about their colleagues. Meet me at 10 p.m. in the alley behind the Cafe Procope. Come alone, and you'll learn the truth about Ramil's past. It's for your own good. Okay, this is either... This sounds like a serious setup. And Ramil hasn't done anything yet. To dissuade my trust, he found out who murdered my son. And he's played a lot of important parts. Like, at this juncture, if I go, one, it could be a trap. And two, if Ramil finds out that I went to this meeting, he may get mad and stop helping me. I'd rather take the chance that he's going to screw me in the long run than have him stop helping me now. So I'm not going to the meeting. Death. Noble sway against the aristocrats. See what we got here. About Pierre. Oh, it's Pierre. Isaac Medelishim, a 53-year-old Jewish widower, runs 3 Parisian inns, grants loans for a living. His daughter, 16-year-old Esther, can't pronounce the last name, assists him. The tradesman described himself as a zealous supporter of the revolution, as he believes that through it Jews will finally be granted the same rights as other citizens of France. Due to the current shortages of food supplies across the city, his primary source of income is usury. He is suspected of having stolen military supplies with the intention of selling them in his inns. I didn't say what he was accused of: theft, fraud, and treason. The alleged crime was witnessed by Count Jean-Philippe de Brox, one of his debtors. He notified the authorities that late in the evening of Saturday, January 12th. The longer these things go, the harder it is for me to read. I don't get that. The alleged crime, was witnessed by Count Jean-Philippe de Brox, one of his debtors. He notified the authorities that late in the evening of Saturday, 12th September, he watched Isaac personally manage the unloading of vehicles that belonged to his cousin, Hertz. As they were standing in front of the warehouse, everyone knows that Hertz only provides supplies for the French army, that his managers are frequent guests at Isaac's inns. The investigators found military chests stamped with Hertz company in Isaac's warehouse. Their contents, wine, dried horse meat, and flour, were not mentioned in the inventory. They appeared, however, in the waybills of the garrison in Reims. Records show that Esther is responsible for the inventory. Isaac was immediately arrested and accused of stealing from the French army and acting against the best interests of France. There's a statement? Where's the statement? I don't see a statement here. There's a trap. I mean, being a Jewish merchant isn't evidence. So the merchant's warehouse was the crime scene. Oh. So one of these is the trap, obviously. But they wouldn't make the trap a multi-question. So one of these is the trap. I'm not sure how her testimony and his revolution is a method. I don't really understand that causal link, but you know. Are we ready to get into this? I'm not repeating that. Please introduce yourself. Isaac, Monsieur le Judge. You're accused of stealing the property of the French army and attempting to sell it. What theft, Monsieur le Judge? What crime? We have a witness who saw everything with his own eyes. This is slander, Monsieur le Judge. A provocation made upon Count de Bras. He owes me money and doesn't want to pay it back. The military chests found in your warehouse filled with supplies intended for the garrison and Reims are quite conclusive evidence against you. I can explain. What do you think about the revolution? How could I not support it when the kind of citizens of France want to grant Jews the same rights they have? Then why are you here? Why are you harming the revolution by stealing military supplies? I offered my own money for the revolution, Monsieur le Judge. Ask the friends of Mr. Robert, Mr. Joseph Foch, and Mr. Antoine Simon. They will confirm it. You paid to pretend to be one of us? People like me do not benefit from supporting the revolution. Benefit? So you're saying that you supported the people to gain money? No, I can give him to us, we'll decap him. Gain money. If I already stole those articles, which I did not, and sold them in my ends, I would not even get back what I gave Miss Robert and his friends. Why did the investigators find full military chests in your warehouse? I bought those chests empty. Hertz sells the high-quality military chests for the same I could pay for inferior equivalents. How could I not buy them? Is that even legal? Does the army not need them? I have no idea. If Hertz sells them, it must be fine. You do not think to ask? Who am I, an investigator? He assured me it was fine. Silence. Call the witness. Esther, the daughter of Isaac. Are you able to testify? I can see that you are unwell. Yes, I will manage. Describe your duties for your father's company. I'm responsible for the inventory and the count of the debtors. Why did you not list the inventory of the goods that were stored in the military chest? Monsieur le Judge, since my health declined, I have neglected my duties and unfortunately forgot to include those goods in the books. Are you too weak to hold a pen? I get tired quickly, lightheaded. It's hard for me to work. Or maybe you did not want to be part of your father's crime. The food was delivered by our regular supplier, Marcel Rosaire. I did not note the goods down, and that is my own fault. What do you know about the charges brought against your father? They are based on the lies of Count Devron. He owes my father 400,000 francs. Does not want to pay it back. But you probably know that, Monsieur le Judge, since you two know each other well. I call the witness to order. Count de Brox himself referred to his relationship with Monsieur le Judge directly before the trial. Are you able to prove these any situations? Fortunately, nothing more than my own words, and a strong belief that I am in a place where justice may prevail. My father is not guilty. He legally purchased both the chest and the goods. Leave the witness out. He's not guilty. I see it clearly as day that the guy's just trying to get out of his debt. The judgment of Isaac is not guilty. Take the defendant away. I firmly object to the verdict. I don't give a shit what you object. Don't give a shit what you think. Get the fuck out of my courtroom now. Are you ready for the show? It is not my first time, Ramil. Remember, people must turn against him. Gobel is not your average second-rate politician. Trust me, I can handle it. Very well, let's go. I'm intrigued by not going to see who Ramil is, but man, we're out front causing a ruckus. Yeah, you can see me up there. Coming for you. Gonna take your head. Gonna chop it off. Gonna leave you dead.
When will we finally get rid of those holy hypocrites? Tell us, Monsieur Lejeune! When will Tinville drive them into a corner?
Bullheaded. Carefree. Manipulation didn't work. They have lived off your hard work for so many years, and they still do. Did I try aggression? Perfect, perfect. So I've tried manipulation and aggression. Carefree, careless. It's gotta be humility, right?
I know what you are feeling, and I am with you. Those people who are safely nestled in their marble buildings and dressed in expensive garments are the source of your misery. Do you really need the people who refuse to defend your faith and instead just disgust you? Archbishop Gobel is another embodiment of that evil which you yourself have overthrown. He spies, incites, and harasses everyone who stands in his way. France cannot afford priests who have illegitimate children or archbishops who are involved in civil wars. Tell him that. Rise!
That was a pretty good speech. Get your sticks! Beat them in the heads! During battles, you may encounter additional conditions that affect your troops or speed at which the civilians escape. Death of those that dare raise their hands against the church. Not against the church, but its greedy priests, the ones who are dragging France under water. There's no difference. We will not let you stand. The enemy's military is fighting harder. So they have very limited backup support. They have a lot of what do we want to do? Let's get them. Pretty much even. I mean, we're gonna do it again. They did the exact same thing I did. The difference is I have bayonettes and they don't. I didn't realize that it tells you up here what it does to it. Okay, you won. I need to go home. I don't. I need my wife's good favor. I need to raise hers up a little bit. I can take a little beating on mine. Oldest son loves me. She's almost there. I really only got one more territory to take over. Can I not move him because he's injured? Okay, I can just move him to highlighted territories. Which will be here. I just want him to heal. Get away from this crap. You can set that territory on fire. Don't give a rat's ass. I can't fight him. Can I not do anything? I mean, I don't like my chances. Actually, no. The fervor in that section's not too bad. That's fine. That's fine. Let's lower it here. Gain the support of the convention. Huge success. Even with the support of the people, we will not be able to attack a constitutional priest by the aid of the only authority Gobel answers to. We must make sure that the members of the convention turn their backs on the clergy, or Gobel will be immune. The church has survived the anger of the faithful for centuries. It only remains, okay, support in action. I thought Danton was dead. That trouble with Gobel, it all happened so suddenly. People will find it suspicious if we don't not make a move. They think that we're on the side of the liars and traitors. That is right. Huh. Wish I had more points. So I'm probably going to need him going through this section. What could this be? You know what? 3 strong is good enough for me. Hopefully that'll push her to where she needs to be. I know that I promised to serve the people and defend liberty, but our citizens are taking things too far. It didn't just happen, did it? Anyway, go on. The rumors prove to be true. Gobel's presence will make the situation even worse. Do we want people to think the authorities are corrupt? My reputation's at stake, and it's yours and your friends from the convention. I see that you're aiming at the dignitaries. What do you suggest? I'm against hurting the church. It hurts itself through the hands of degenerates who curse by our citizens. We need to cut ties with the entire group for the greater good. You have my support. I will pull some strings and talk to my friends at the convention. Thank goodness. I don't think I've ever talked to Danton before. Yeah, I have. I know him. Are they all the same? Are they all oversensitive, attached? I know that I promised to serve the people and defend liberty, but our citizens are taking these things too far. People in our position show no interest in the crowds, only troublesome individuals who stand in our way. I assume I will hear about them soon. The rumors prove... So it's the same... You see them in the same speech. Gobel has really become an enduring splinter. I understand the situation. The rich are always accused of more than they actually did. I'm never enthusiastic about radical solutions, as they always turn out to be expensive. Today, however, I didn't see any other way. I only did 2 of them? Sweet. I don't have any, Oh, I got 1 point left. Nothing I can do with it. Right? Nope. It's going to be hard to take over that last territory when he's just sitting on it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have, please like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on Twitch at Haunted Husband, Twitter Haunted_Husband, and TikTok at Haunted Husband. There'll be a link to the game in the description below if you want to play it for yourself. Maybe make a few different choices than I did. Maybe go to the meeting, see what mail's all about. Or not. I definitely will be playing this again with a different mentality whenever my campaign runs out, for sure. But I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. And as always, viva la revolution, and I'll haunt you later.